this is very exciting because it brings together not merely art for art's sake, but it's also telling us messages about the plants of New South Wales. Historically, these were collected by Sir Joseph Banks and his team and by subsequent people. Also very important for Aboriginal people because these are plants that they use in all sorts of ways. But also it brings home the message of the significance of plants generally in our lives. Of course, it ties together with our restoration theme.
It's been a collective effort, 4 years, Scott and I, and we've actually come up with a new form of Australian art using seed pods. And it's never been done anywhere in the world. And we've pioneered something that is quite unusual, textural and colourful and uniquely Australian. As for the process, it's quite time consuming. Some of the pieces, some of the seed pods we actually collect ourselves, so that is time consuming itself. But a lot of it is what actually bought from licensed collectors around the country and predominantly from WA. So those licensed pickers actually will collect the seed pods, they harvest the seeds go into revegetating, and we actually buy the discarded material. So we actually are creating, employment in those rural, remote areas to actually pick those seed pods for us now.
Sometimes it involves long walks, often on the transgrid easement lines. They clear the vegetation to stop fire when the lines arc. We collect the material that's put aside, and that can be 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 kilometres in. You bring it back, you treat it, sand it, and then you make the design, you lay it out, attach, and then seal it, and then you have your artwork. So the process can be anywhere from a couple of days to several months.
The transit of Venus, where does that come from?
Banks and it was then Lieutenant Cook, were on their expedition to record the transit of Venus. It was one of 80 locations around the world, so they could actually get a gauge of the size of the world. On that expedition they collected the first ever wooden seed pods. So we're by no means the first people that have done this, but the link between the two was too uncanny or too similar to put aside. First time he used wooden seed pods was seen to the world. We're showing them to a lot of the world for the first time in this format. Plus we have the transit of Venus occurring on June the 6th, so in the build-up to it we thought it was quite timely to call it the transit of Venus.
What do you hope people will get out of looking at your artwork?
Look, it comes with a message of conservation. Everything we do is linked in with bush regeneration projects. So we're showing on two sides what can be done, again with the discarded product. This is something that was traditionally discarded after the bush regeneration process occurred. The seeds were taken out, the casings were discarded. We use those casings to again show Australia in a new light. So it can create a different type of pride in Australia. We haven't pioneered something new, but we've taken something new and perhaps given it a slightly contemporary edge, maybe taken it out of craft and turned it into art. And so you can see something that is uniquely Australian, that is contemporary and also something to be very proud of.